Hi everybody, my name is Andrew Rodriguez. Thank you all for taking the time to come and listen to what I have to say on such a short notice. A little bit about me. I'm a current sophomore majoring in psychology with a minor in neuroscience, concentration in neuroscience and cognition. I'm a committee member on the Board of Education with Hannah. I currently volunteer with an organization called Unlock Memories, which is basically to work with the memory care unit for people who have dementia, specifically Alzheimer's. I currently work as a fitness attendant at the gym here, which is a temporary position. And leadership experience so far has been being a TA for multiple different semesters and being the varsity lacrosse captain for 3 years in high school. Hobbies, I love working out, doing jiu-jitsu, and play guitar. So, my mission statement. My main goal here is to foster a really tight-knit culture while providing all of you guys with the necessary tools and opportunities that you need to become as competitive of applicants as possible. In terms of why I want to be president, starting with the fact that ever since I joined this club, every meeting that I went to has really aroused an intense feeling of motivation. As you guys already know, it's really easy to get caught up in the daily grind, studying for classes that are unrelated to medicine. And every time that I come here, it reminds me why I'm doing this and reignites my passion for medicine. Not to mention the amount of knowledge that I've accumulated just from coming to the meetings and really taking the time to listen to Christian and Hamlet especially have helped me tremendously in navigating through this hard and extensive journey up ahead. And if you haven't felt that way yet, I really intend on showing you how transformative this really can be for you if you're willing to look at it with an open mind. Advantages of electing me? Well, winning as a current sophomore means having a 2-year term, so a longer term to implement ideas and projects and cultivate the necessary relationships to make those things happen. Also, this would be the only club that I'm putting all of my time into. But ultimately what this supplies me with is the scarcest currency of all, which is time. I'm sure Hamlet wants nothing more than more time to serve as a president because of all the well-thought ideas that he has put together that have yet to come to fruition because of the lack of time. That was supposed to be one at a time. But before I get into that, I am aware of the amount of commitment and persistence it takes to make permanent change and consistently improve this organization. And it has been through those leadership experiences and adversity and just life in general that I have cultivated the qualities necessary to be an effective leader while also getting the strength and resilience it takes to triumph over any challenge. And a lot of those come up when you're leading something like this. And you can ask Hamlet and Christian, I've been harassing them all semester just to know the best course of action going forward to prevent all of the great ideas that they have put together from falling apart with the end of their terms as board members. So, professional growth. Like I said, I'm always here to just make you more competitive. And the best way that we can do this, I think, is first starting by improving your networking skills. So imagine your career as a puzzle, with each connection representing a piece that brings you closer to completing the picture of success. And networking is the glue that holds those pieces together. And when I was researching how I can get this done, I found that the career development services here actually offer tons of free presentations on a bunch of professional development topics. Interviewing skills, networking skills, resume, and even how to manage your own LinkedIn. Not only that, but I think we really need to start collaborating more with other clubs. Not only so we can expand our network, but because so much more can be accomplished when there's multiple intelligent and capable individuals who are experienced working towards the same goal. Not only that, but if you want to keep increasing the popularity of the health fair, for those of you who don't know, that's basically where all the health clubs on campus are going to come together and offer free healthcare screenings for underserved members of the community. But it's also great because the more attention we attract to our club, the more we open ourselves up to potential donors and new partnerships that we can make, which is ultimately more opportunities for you. Next up, I would really like to start incorporating weekly study halls. So basically, room designated for studying, coming in to collaborate with those who who are taking the same classes as you or have taken the same classes as you, so you can pick their brains about how they succeed and really just gain new study techniques and tips that you can use to succeed down the road for you. But this is also great because it's really going to help us to get into the routine of allocating specific time for studying amidst our busy schedules. And even if we're not freshmen and we've been doing it for some time, we can always improve. And lastly, it's a really great way to interact outside of regular meetings. A part of me wishes that I could have connected more with people after every general body meeting. So this is really just a great time to come and develop those deep friendships that you all crave, but still gain the support systems that are going to give you the comfort and the strength that you're going to need to get through the hard times. So the GOAT, Bill Nye, he said, "Everyone you will ever meet knows something that you don't." And as a leader, I think it's very crucial that you have the ability to be honest when you are ignorant and when you're insufficient, and be open to new perspectives to improve. And with that in mind, I know that this organization is full of very intelligent and capable individuals, and I feel like we're not taking advantage of that. So with that in mind, these monthly discussions would basically be board members and non-board members coming together so we can freely exchange ideas and learn from each other. But it's really to tap into the wealth of knowledge and diverse perspectives that you guys all have to offer. Not only that, but it's a great way to help the board members get a better idea for what you all want more, but also you can help us uncover blind spots and identify potential flaws in our plan that we may have missed. Mentor program. So one of my favorite things that we've incorporated this semester has definitely been the free health advising, and I highly recommend going to see them if you haven't. But I have personally, along with a lot of people that I've talked to, been misguided by the counselors here in terms of what classes to take and at what pace, and it's hindered a lot of people's progress, including my own. And the last thing I want is for anyone to have to struggle with that same thing. So not only is it great to have a mentor who knows the ins and outs of applying to medical school, but it's also, again, a friend, someone you can talk to and just get support from when you really need it. Why? That is why. But the general idea of how it would work, we basically send out an interest form, and we would get who wants to be a mentor, who wants to be a mentee. The mentee would rate their top 3 choices, and we would organize them accordingly. That's the gist of it. I don't really know the logistics yet because I haven't been able to ask for input from other people yet. And lastly, when talking to Dr. Lee, she really wants to see a more extensive education in the MCAT because it is such a career deciding factor, to be completely honest. And some of the ideas that me and her thought about how we could do this is by having a panel of people who have taken the MCAT, whether they go to FGCU or other universities. A lot of social medias like to do weekly MCAT questions, like just as polls for fun, but to also accustom yourself to the style of the test. And in terms of how we can increase the amount of volunteer opportunities, that's always going to start, again, like I said, with networking and our ability to grow as a community, but to also open ourselves up to more partnerships, which will bring those opportunities. And lastly, other than educational meetings, like this is one of the meetings I did last semester, just about how to improve science, using neuroscience, how to improve focus and motivation. But honestly, I think we need to do a better job of getting out of the routine and just forgetting about the responsibilities a little bit and just enjoying each other's company. And we can do that through more social events or just any type of holiday events if that's what you guys are interested in. But that's all I have for you today. Thank you all for coming out and for your attention.
All right. So I hope that you guys